Hello generals! As in the previous video we talk about the characters we have and what each character has skills and how the skills works and which is the best for your playstyle or the best choice. And we started this series that is named From Zero to Hero, so you can be understanding the game mechanics and how it works. So grab a drink, because we're gonna start in the part 2 about the weapons. It's gonna be a lot of details and a really important one. So the weapons, there is accessible for each character. So let's say the engineer, they can be accessible to the LMG weapons and not other characters will be accessible to that. The recoil will be accessible to snipers. Lots of new players are asking me how I can get sniper, why I cannot be accessible to sniper. Well, you have to change the operator to the recoil. And there is a lot of things that you need to learn about the weapon, such as the damage, and it is the amount of damage that's made, range, how much effective range it's hit the target, and next we have the control, and this is one really important. It gives you control on the recoil of the weapon once you fire a lot of shots. And of course we have the handling. This handling will help you once you zoom in and zoom out. It will take less time, and for reload also it will make it much more easier to reload. Next we have also stability. This is the amount of recoil when you open the scoop. And the last one is accuracy. It's the amount of recoil when you fire or just pre-fire without opening the scoop. Now we'll make in this video a weapon from scratch that's suitable for me. So watch the video till the end so you understand how it works. Now if you want about to know how to fix the settings, such as when I start the game, there was a problem for me. When I fire, it's always open the scoop and then fire. I don't want all the weapons like that. Some of the weapons I want them like that, such as the main, let's say the main weapons, the rifles. I want them like that, but shotgun, I don't need to open scoop. It's a shotgun. So you go to the warfare, because I play on the warfare. I don't play the operations. Of course, you can make it on the operations also. Here you go, and you go to custom and turn off which weapon you don't want to always once you fire to open the scoop. You can fix it, such as the pistol. I don't use the scoop a lot because it's close combat. I mean, the pistol cannot go with long range firing. Next we have the control. Here you can go customize your the buttons of the game, operations and warfare. Of course, the operations is the story mode, the warfare is for the multiplayer game. And also here the sensitivity sorry for the game. I don't go details a lot about that, but if for people who is more into the game, they can fix it how they want like. And of course we have the vehicle. I had a problem once I download the game. There is going always forward and backward and left and right. I made it to joystick. It's much more suitable for me. And of course, if it's suitable for you, you can switch it to joystick. Now let's make a weapon from scratch. In this video you will be professional to modify your weapon, or any person, and ask them a few things, such as, do you use this weapon for you open the scoop a lot before you fire or not? Here we will take this weapon and we will remove all the attachments so we can start how to modify it. First of all, you need to know each attachment you make. You can go to the left. There is a training room. You can test how it become after you upgrade it. Now we have 4 grips only. We didn't upgrade this weapon fully, so we'll look. We have control here. We have stability only. Here we have control. Here's control and handling. So from all of these, the best one is this one, because also gives you extra slot, as you see, new slots. So we'll give it, and we have grip. This one is much better for me because I use for sniping, like not sniping, just from medium range firing. So the second one for me is much better, but we're not accessible to it, so we'll put the first one. Here it gives you more rounds but less for all the details, other details. But for me, I rather weapon that's I will put always two weapons that are really ready for fights. One with the a lot of bullets, and one with the normal. Here, as you see, it will lose slots, and that is slots for handling. Here I switch to this one. It gives me this extra slot. It gives you handling. This mean will be much more easier to reload and much more easier to open the scoop, because I'm gonna use it for scoop a lot on this weapon. Here we have two barrels, as you see, the first one and the second one. The second one is much better for me because I'm using it for opening a scoop and firing, but we'll put the first one. It gives me a lot of control and also a little bit of the accuracy, even that I don't use the accuracy a lot, but also give me handling. That's good for reloading. Next, as you see, we opened that the barrel, and we had extra attachment. The muzzle, there is a lot of things that you need to know. It's a little bit tricky. There is effect above it. It is a little point, green or red. It gives you, as you see here, the details for it. And this point that say it gives you control, all vertical control or horizontal control. So once you go to training, you find out what's the problem. Is it going up too much? So the problem is vertical control. If the weapon is going right and left a lot, it is the problem with horizontal control. You need more horizontal control. We'll find out about that and make a test. And as you see here, in the details above, it says here how it was, how it became after I modify it. But of course, you press details to open that that screen, so you can know. Here it gives me control and stability. This one is good for me, but I'm not sure about that because I need to test it to make sure do I have problem with vertical and horizontal control or not. If the weapon is working very well, this one is very good for me, or this one also is good for me. If I don't have any problem in vertical and horizontal, this one is much better. As you see, most of them are giving control and stability, and of course you have to know there is some of them gives you a little bit like suppressor, so it's will not be shown in the map of the enemy, so it will help you to be undercover much more. It gives you a little bit less handling, so it's gonna be a little bit let's say take more time to open the scoop and or reloading. This grip is the best, it's like an angle. It's coming from the left side of the weapon. That grip is really good for pre-firing without opening the scoop. It is the best one for pre-firing. Now, as you see, I'm trying to find out which one gives me lots of control and lots of stability. Because I'm gonna use it opening scoop and then fire. This is how I play this one. This one is giving me control, but and I really need control a lot because this weapon, it's the control of it, it's like 50 points, and that is not really good sign. The best point is like 60 and above, so I need to control as maximum as possible because this weapon has a lot of recoil. Now, as you see, this one is giving me lots of control and stability, and I added all the parts that one, and this one is the best for gives me the stability and control, and I added. And this scoop, you can switch which one is suitable for you and add it to the weapon. It doesn't affect a lot, and we'll talk about that in the next videos. Right now we test the weapon. In the left corner there is a sign of a scope sniper. As you see, this is a training room. As you see, the reload is very fast, but I have problem with the second target. I'm not hitting it because it's going too much on the weapons going right and left. So we need a muzzle that's good for horizontal horizontal recoil. So let's find out which one has effect of horizontal recoil. This one, horizontal firing stability and horizontal control. So let's find out. As you see, right now it's much easier for me to fire the second target that's behind it. The first time it was so much hard to control the weapon. So when you tested the weapon and it is already good enough, you will find another muzzle that only gives you stability and control, or if you're pre-firing, control and accuracy. This is the weapon we made it that is suitable for me. So of course, after you understand all the details, you can make a weapon that's suitable for your playstyle. This is how you be professional in modifying your weapon. And this is the details. As you see how it was and how it became right now after modifying the weapon. It's much more focused right now, and there is not lots of spreading the bullets around like left and right, as you see. And that is the details of how much damage it does. Now about this one, we'll talk about how it modified it in other videos. So stay tuned for other videos, guys, so we talk more about the weapons and all of that. So guys, hope you enjoy. See you next time. Bye bye.